location is the naming. But why do we use someone's name to name a station? Talk about like feng shui. Chinese don't believe that using the dead people's name is good enough.
中国城市旅游景点，很多人想去。中国城地铁站的名字应该是一目了然。中国城许多400多商家的签名代表了民意。刚才的录像也是商家的心声。如果违背了他们的民意，真的是害了他们。中国城地铁站就是为了中国城的生意，争取中国城的方便。希望交通局投票中国城地铁站。
Chinatown is a landmark. Everyone wants to. For those who want to go to Chinatown, they know the name by location. There are over 400 merchants signing their names supporting Chinatown location, Chinatown station. So why are we against those opinions?
Thank you. Next speaker, please.
我叫李书香，我反对用白兰站命名，支持赞成用中国城华埠站命名。
My name is Liu Shuxiang. I'm here to support naming Central Station as Chinatown Station. I'm against Rose Pack.
Thank you. Next speaker. Next speaker.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Gary Gao. 我支持只用中国城 Chinatown Station only。我反对用白兰的名字命名，因为白兰是个备受争议的人，他在中国城口碑并不好，而且他很多时候有的时候欺负商家，白吃白拿，所以他那个称王称霸的时代已经过去了。
I'm here to support Chinatown only. Chinatown only. Many people don't like Rose Pack. She's controversial. She's famous for bullying in your community. So I don't understand why we use her name.
美国是一个保卫人权的国家，是世界保护人权的一个灯塔，所以我不希望用白兰的名字来命名中国城地铁站的名字。
United States support freedom, so I personally don't like using Rose Pack's name.
Chinatown Station only. Thank you.
Thank you. Next speaker, please.
各位董事們，你們好，我係李冰冰，我居住喺324年。我喜歡到中國城買東西。中國城這個名字很熟悉，誰都可以知道。而白蘭嘅名字很多人都不知道，會破壞中國城嘅品牌，減少遊客量，阻礙中國城嘅經濟發展。所以我贊成中國城地鐵站命名為華埠站，堅決反對中國城地鐵站都加入白蘭的名字。
My name is Li Ping Li. I've been living in San Francisco for 14 years. I like to shop in Chinatown. Chinatown is very familiar to many people, so everyone knows what Chinatown means. But Rose Pack is not familiar to others. It's going to destroy the Chinatown landmark, and also blocking the economic development in Chinatown. So I am agreed to name Chinatown Station only Chinatown Station. I'm strongly against adding Rose Pack's name.
各位董事你們好，我叫呢花咯，我只贊成用中國城內命名中國地鐵站。全世界有華人的地方就有中國城，中國城是最容易讓人們記得住。我堅決反對用白蘭的名字放在地鐵命名上。Thank you.
I am only for naming Central Station after the landmark. Everyone knows that when there's Chinese people, there's Chinatown. So Chinatown makes most sense for people to remember. I strongly against using Rose Pack's name. Thank you.
好，我叫克莱尔什。今天你们已经看到了，用白兰这个名字来命名地铁站是一件多么有争议的事情。如果想让这件事情平息下来，就此为止，只有用中国城来命名地铁站，不要用白兰这个有争议的人物来命名，否则后患无穷。我和我的朋友们不会停止对这件事情的抗争。谢谢。
As all of us have already experienced, using Rosebach's name has been very controversial already. So if we want to make a peaceful community, let's stop this by using only Chinatown Station. Don't use the controversial name to name a central station. Otherwise, me and my friend will not stop fighting for this. Thank you.
Thank you. Next speaker, please.
Greetings, MTA board members. I'm here to give my opinions
Could you give us your name?
against
What is your
using.
name?
Oh, my name is Irene Gao. Yeah. I'm here to give my opinions against use Rose Park's name on Chinatown Station. If this happened, it should be many Chinese shame on it. What kind of woman she is, as we exposed, Rose Park pretended to be poor and obtained a low-price house in San Francisco, and at the same time, she owned a house in Auckland, which is be sold over 100 million. So what is good and what is bad? Everyone have a standard in their heart. At least, to be honest, is very important here in America. I don't like this kind of woman, and I don't think this name worth this honor. So only the name of the Chinatown Station.
Thank you very much. Next speaker, please.
我叫吕建华。中国城地铁站就应该用中国城来命名，不应该用道德败坏的白人命名，那是一种耻辱。谢谢。
My name is Liu Jianhua. I only support Chinatown Station. We should use a person's name with no moral standards. So I'm strongly against Rosebach. Thank you.
Thank you. Next speaker, please.
我叫丁向英，我同意用中国城命名地铁站，不同意用白兰命名地铁站，因为争议太大，后患无穷。好，赞成。
My name is Ding Xiangying. I don't like this controversial issue, so I only support naming Chinatown Station. Thank you.
Next speaker, please.
各位好，我这是第二次站在这里来表达我的我的心愿吧。我曾经在这里讲过，我在中国的时候因为信仰被迫害，那么我经历了很多，给我的身心带来很大的这个伤害。那我曾经在被关押期间被中共就是电棍电击，然后禁止睡觉，禁止上厕所，超过22小时的奴隶劳动。
My name is Annie. This is the second time I'm here to express my concern. I am a survivor from the persecution of Chinese regime.
曾经最严重的一次就是被警察抓捕过程当中，我从6楼上摔下来，给我的身体带来很大的这个创伤。但是这个心理的阴影也是一直很难抹掉的。来到美国之后呢，我感受到美国的这个安全、自由，而且还有美国人的同情心。因此，我对这个国家、对你们对美国人抱有一个深深的感恩。
So I've been experienced a lot of pain when I was in China. So when I escaped to here, I'm really thankful to have this freedom to speak of my will. So I strongly support Chinatown Station only. Thank you.
Thank you very much. My time is done. Next speaker, please.
Good evening, Commissioners. My name is Calvin Louie. I practically spent my entire life in San Francisco, Chinatown. I was born there, went to school there, worked there, lived there, and I have many businesses in the heart of Chinatown. I first met Rose Pak over 30 years ago. And up to 5 years ago, she was still cussing me out and cursing me. But I've forgiven her for that because I know her heart is with Chinatown. I know she fought for the against tearing down the Embarcadero Freeway. She supported a lot of the low residents in the Pingyuns, and of course she raised a lot of money for Chinese hospital, same hospital that I was born in. As I look around the room, I see a lot of people that have many similarities with me. The only difference is it's very minor. So in the sake of compromise, I want the station to be named Chinatown/Rose Pak.
Thank you. Next speaker, please.
Good evening, board. My name is Larry Yee. Grew up here in San Francisco, Chinatown. Okay. I just don't want to fall below the time limit. So I grew up in Chinatown, and I met Rose back in '73 in San Francisco State. She was a teacher there. At that time in November, she said, I have to leave San Francisco State. I said, where are you going, Rose? She said, I'm going to Chinatown because they can't run a parade there because she's having so much trouble. So she invested 45 years of her life making sure that that parade's there for our community. And on top of that, she helped raise and build that Chinese hospital. I mean, there's a lot of people that did put their funding in there, but she made sure that it stayed on track. And I say to you guys here, you know, there's a lot of people that talk about this, but it should be named the Rose Pak.
Thank you.
I mean, Chinatown Rose Pak.
Thank you very much. Next speaker, please.
Hi, my name is Gandhi, and I am a resident from the Bayview district. I live along the T-line. I'm here to support the naming of Chinatown Rose Pak Station. When a woman was demonstrating her leadership to bring the community together, when a woman was protecting vulnerable populations in the city by fighting hard for her beliefs in social justice, when a woman dedicated her entire life to improving the lives of not just Chinese Americans, but the lives of all San Franciscans who are struggling to provide for their families. But she was told, Rose, you're too aggressive. When it comes to the times of honoring female leaders in our community, we always experience pushbacks. It is time to end this pattern. It is time to celebrate the life of a woman who was never afraid to advocate for the community. This moment of acknowledging Rose's strength, leadership, and passion for fighting for social justice. This moment of appreciating every woman who better our lives and community. Please support the naming of Chinatown Rose Pak Station. Thank you.
Thank you. Next speaker, please.
I am Lisa Chen, and I'm here to make a statement from Email Love It. I grew up in Chinatown, and I've served many adult students who live in this community. I support naming the subway station after Rose Pak. Our communities are stronger because of leaders like her. Rose Pak stood up for the Chinatown community, for elders, workers, immigrants, and so many more. This is not just about Rose Pak's legacy. It's about recognizing our women of color who've led the fight, who kept making noise until the powers have heard the voices of the people and took action. Thank you.
Thank you. Next speaker, please.
Good evening, directors. I want to thank you guys for coming here and spending all this time on this issue. My name is Quina. I am one of your CAC members. I'm also a transit justice organizer with Chinatown Trip, and I serve on the recently formed SFMTA Transit Restructuring Work Group. I'm an SF native who depends on affordable housing or affordable transit my whole entire life. So this is why I decided to dedicate my life to ensure that my community in Chinatown has has so one of the commissioners decided to compare Rose to Justin Berlin Plaza and said that we should not name the station after people. I guess white men like Moscone and for-profit corporations like Chase Bank is okay. We love the Warriors, but JP Morgan Chase has wreaked havoc in many low-income communities of color. Why do corporations get a pass?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Evening directors, thank you for your time today. My name is Rosa and I'm a lifelong resident of Chinatown that also works in Chinatown, and my family also owns a business on Broadway Street. For those speakers that said they came to Chinatown 3 times a month, well, I am actually there every single day of my life. I sleep there, I work there, I'm practically there 24/7. And so naming the station Chinatown Rose Park Station is giving respect to our community advocates that hardly ever get recognized in anything that they've done for the city, for the community. There are so few opportunities for public institutions to be named after the sheroes of our time that are reflective of our diverse city, especially of poor women of color. This is more than just about a name. Rose's life reminds us all to be relentless in our service to the community and inspire the next generation of young leaders, particularly women, to be bold, courageous, and undeterred in our pursuit for a more just and vibrant society. So thank you everyone for your time.
Thank you. Next speaker, please.
Hello directors, my name is Cindy and I am part of the Rose Park Democratic Club. I was raised in Chinatown and am a lifelong Uni rider. As a daily transit rider commuting from Chinatown to Outer Sunset, I know I am benefiting from all the transportation advocacy work that Rose has worked on. Soon I will be able to take the central subway that would make my commute to work even more efficient. We take a lot of Rose's work for granted because she would never brag about all she has done. She's the type of advocate that we need to learn about in school and to honor in the community she dedicated her life to. She has so much history in helping our community become one of the most resilient Chinatown neighborhoods in the United States that it is only right to honor her dedication to the community. This would also be monumental for SFNTA, as this would be the first transportation station to be ever named after an Asian woman who pushed and carried the central subway.
Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Jeremy Lee, and I'm a proud third-generation San Franciscan. I'm speaking in support of Chinatown Rose Park Station. Today, you all have an extraordinarily rare moment before you. When will this board ever have another opportunity to elevate a woman integral to San Francisco's history? When will this board ever have another chance to preserve the name of a woman of color? Rose Park was a tireless advocate. She fought to improve the lives of the Chinese community. She did so not on the backs of other marginalized people, but by outmaneuvering those with the tightest grips on power. And as you've seen today, her style made her enemies. And she gladly made those enemies because she was dedicated to uplifting her community no matter the cost. These are the kind of values we in this city should hold, fighting to uplift the most vulnerable. Let's show the world who we are as San Franciscans. I urge you to vote in favor of Chinatown Rose Park Station.
Thank you. Next speaker, please.
Are there more speakers outside?
Hello directors, my name is Jason Chaminard and I'm here to speak in support of naming the new station Chinatown Rose Park Station. I'm currently working in Chinatown. I've lived in San Francisco my entire life and I'm a lifelong Uni rider. I've only had the fortune of meeting Rose once, and it was at a community banquet. Lots of elected officials were in attendance and she did not shy away from advocating for families living in SROs. When they did something she thought would be harmful to the poorest families and seniors living in Chinatown, she let them know without fear or hesitation. It was an absolutely incredible thing to witness, and her passing left a huge scar for those fighting to make Chinatown lives better. She absolutely earned the honor of having the new subway station bear her name, and I urge you to listen to the voices of the people that truly knew Rose. Thank you.
Thank you. Next speaker, please.
Hello
Fellow directors, my name is Kitty Fong. I'm a member with the Rose Pack Democratic